An introduction to ethics in psychology. Ethics in psychology is a crucial aspect of ensuring responsible and ethical conduct within the field. Professional codes of ethics, such as those established by organizations like the American Psychological Association (APA), serves as guiding principles for psychologists, outlining the standards and expectations for ethical behavior in research, practice, and other professional activities. These codes provide a framework for maintaining confidentiality, obtaining informed consent, and addressing potential conflicts of interest. While codes of ethics are essential for guiding ethical decision-making, they are not legal documents, and adherence to ethical principles may sometimes conflict with legal requirements. The importance of ethics in psychology. Ethical principles in psychological practice are essential for establishing trust between clients and practitioners, as they ensure confidentiality, informed consent, and the prioritization of client welfare, which are critical for effective therapeutic engagement and positive mental health outcomes. Ethical guidelines ensure that participants are treated fairly and equitably, and that their rights are respected. For example, participants should be able to withdraw from a study at any time without pressure, and should be debriefed after the study to remove any misconceptions or anxieties. Key ethical principles in psychology. The American Psychological Association's Codes of Ethics give psychologists norms and rules to follow when dealing with moral and ethical dilemmas they are likely to face. Ethics are a big issue in psychology, particularly in relation to research and treatment. Working with patients and conducting psychological research may present a variety of moral and ethical dilemmas that must be overcome. Beneficence and non-maleficence. Beneficence is doing good to others and what's best for the client's well-being. A good example for this matter would be when psychologists take extra time in order to create personalized therapy plan for their client to fit their specific needs. While non-maleficence is simply avoiding harming others, where it is the opposite of beneficence. An example, when a psychologist notices symptoms of personal burnout, they temporarily withdraw to prevent unintentionally hurting their clients because of their diminished ability. So, when it comes to research or experimenting, making sure study participants are not subjected to psychological anguish, such as needlessly evoking memories of prior trauma, is known as safe experiment design. Autonomy and justice. Autonomy is where the clients have the right to choose and act accordingly to their wishes. A good example for this is even when a client's cultural or religious beliefs diverge from their own, a psychologist will modify their methods to accommodate them. While justice, the psychologist or practitioner involved has the responsibility to treat all clients fairly by providing the appropriate services. For example, in order to guarantee that study results are generalizable to a wide range of people, inclusive research involves involving individuals from a variety of backgrounds. Fair treatment. This is in therapy, refraining from giving clients preferential treatment because of one's own prejudice or history. And lastly, we have fidelity and veracity. Fidelity emphasizes the value of professional accountability and trust. A fundamental component of this concept is confidentiality, which calls on psychologists to safeguard client data and share it only when express consent or as required by law. An example is in order to maintain trust and dependability in the working relationship, a psychologists propose their commitment to a client to provide further resources following a session. While in veracity is all about being truthful and honest in all professional settings or dealings. Examples: sincere communication. A psychologist tells a client the truth about the possible results and constraint of the treatment. While in research transparency is the process of releasing paper after disclosing all funding sources and possible conflicts of interest. Current professional and ethical concerns. There are a couple of ethical issues in practice and research, and they're both really similar, such as competence, dual relationship, and limitations, as well as maintaining confidentiality. There are Privacy in the digital era. Privacy in the digital era. Privacy in the digital era. Legal frameworks for privacy protection. Legal frameworks for privacy protection. Key recommendations for privacy protection. Key recommendations for privacy protection. Key recommendations for privacy. Also, addressing cultural sensitivity in a multicultural society. Also, addressing cultural sensitivity in a multicultural society. Public reactions. Final thoughts and contemplation. Ethics in psychology is the foundation of professionalism and trust, which requires practitioners to maintain the highest standards of behavior. At the heart of this is the responsibility to be aware of one's attitude, beliefs, and values, since these form the basis of every interaction, decision, and practice. Recognizing this responsibility encourages self awareness, which is at the core of integrity and ensures ethical practice. Creating this presentation has been a journey of reflection for us. We learned how to delegate a balance psychologists need to create between their personal values and their professional responsibility. We each developed a deeper understanding of the ethical dilemmas facing psychologists and how self awareness is imperative in navigating these challenges. One important thing we learned is that ethical psychology is not just a question of rules and regulation, but also of empathy, respect, and accountability. We shared insights as a team, challenged each other, and grew an appreciation for the profound impact ethical mindfulness has on practitioners and clients alike. In this process, it has not only built a base of ethics but also strengthened our abilities for reflection upon our values and their examination to check whether they fit the principles of ethical psychology. The reflection encourages and all aspiring psychologists to continue prioritizing ethics in our professional and personal growth. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.